Osvaldo. Okay, e4. Let's try Alechine's defense. Pushes on. Kicks the knight. And plays d4. So I think that's the normal way to play it. That's how I play it. But he's going for the 4 pawns attack. So what is this? Let's see. I think I take first. And then get the bishop outside the pawn chain. Maybe I did that in the wrong order. I haven't played against this. They don't usually play the 4 pawns attack. Let's see if I can get away with this. So I want to just have a square for my bishop, and also I want to be able to develop my knight, and then I want to bring the other bishop out. So if I play this and he kicks it, I probably have to take, right? If I play the knight here and he pushes the pawn forward, I take, he takes, and I can't take here. I have to move the knight again. Maybe c5 is an idea. I play pawn to c5. He pushes. If he takes, I take with the bishop. That should be okay. If he pushes, I take. He takes. It's got 2 nasty-looking pawns, but then I can bring the bishop out with a threat. Yeah, let's try this. Don't know. Don't know how you're supposed to play this. We can check it out in the postmortem. Yeah, so I was going to take. Oh, I can't play bishop to b5 now. My pawn is in the way. So I guess knight d7. He could maybe try and kill me with pawn to pawn to e6, or pawn to d6 to kind of squash the bishop. Then the bishop would have to go out to g7, I guess. Pawn g6, bishop g7, that kind of thing. Okay, he just wants to pin it. Well, that makes sense, because then he can maybe win the pinned piece. So let's unpin, forcibly unpin. Well, I've lured his pawns forward, and they have no other pawns supporting him. They have to be defended by pieces. So if I play bishop e7 and he pushes, the bishop is kind of trapped. So I think I'm stuck with playing well, here's another idea. Let's push the c-pawn forward and give this avenue for the bishop. I wasn't liking the idea of trapping this light squared bishop here. He could maybe do something clever. Let's go ahead and develop with tempo. And the check doesn't accomplish much, but I just wanted to be able to get castled here, where I was feeling insecure in the center with those onrushing pawns. And now we can see if I can do something. So I could play bishop here. Takes. That loses a pawn, but it threatens the knight. So if he takes the bishop, I take the knight. He left this pawn hanging. So if I play here, he takes, I take, queen takes, then I could take here, right? Maybe this is a way to solve my problems here. He has to do something because this knight is hanging now. This pawn is hanging. He can win a pawn by taking the bishop, and then I can get this pawn. Well, we'll see if he figures out a way to turn this to his advantage. Probably white was much better after I played that opening. I think I misplayed it. But yeah, we'll see in the postmortem. This pawn would be loose too. Okay, so he did that. The knight is still hanging, so I think he has to take the pawn. Well, it's a trade. I'll take here. So I get the pawn back, and his remaining pawns are not so threatening. And his pieces are not so developed, are they? His bishop is still here. So do I trade off his knight, or do I just drop back? Knight takes, he can take the bishop. Queen takes, he takes the queen. So I can't win another pawn there. Well, maybe I can win another pawn. Yeah, I just take the knight. So it'll be a bishop versus knight in the endgame, but I'll have an extra pawn, so that should be good for me. And there we have it. Interesting game. So yeah, like I said, I think white was better shortly after the opening, but somehow he didn't exploit his advantage to the best. And now, yeah, he's got active queen and rook. Let's see. I got to bring my knight into the game. He can bring his bishop here. So I guess that's the threat I should attend to. Bishop h6. I could cover the h6 square from over here, so he can't play that. If he comes out here, I'll just activate my knight. Yeah, so he goes there. It's a double attack. So I play here. Queen takes pawn, I take pawn. Okay, and then what now? He's got two pieces on f7, but I have three pieces defending it. And his bishop could come here and attack f7, or attack the rook. So let's harass the queen. Or I'm not sure where the best square for that rook is. There's maybe an idea of coming to the back rank. queen goes there. So I could get to here with the rook with tempo. And then play knight here or here. Or I could go knight here directly. This is already a threat, isn't it? Because of the because of the pin here on the H file. So knight to G3 is threatening the fork there. Okay, Osvaldo, what next? Moves the queen. And defends G3. Makes sense. Okay, I'm going to I don't know, put my rook on a light square first. Let's see if I can chase that queen a little bit. Now the queen has to stay in touch with the G3 square. So it can go there, there, out, there is out. So it can only go to C, or what is that? That is D6. Can't go there. I give him a check in second to see if he wants to take back. He declined it. Okay, I'll take his queen then. And he resigned. It was an interesting game. I think I will upload that anyway, although that was kind of a sudden finish. Yeah, it was still tricky, but I would like to check that out in the postmortem, particularly the opening, and then maybe we can look at this ending some more. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.